When believers in free markets and individual liberty read the news, they can get really down. So we want to try to keep a smiling face about this, even as we feel the tentacles of Leviathan encroaching on us. Okay. There's a story in the news from Reason Magazine by Zach Weissmuller and Mark McDaniel that unfortunately gets that creepy feeling going inside me once more. It's all about the creep of licensure in various states. Licensing from politicians in state after state for things like manicuring, hair braiding, and interior designing. And in fact, these writers concentrate on the fact that since 2005, 26 times politicians in various states and the federal government have tried to impose licensing on fitness trainers. That's right, people who just give you suggestions on what to lift and how to exercise and what to eat. These are the politicians who gave us the food pyramid, you know, that thing that emphasized carbohydrates and sugar and saw a concomitant increase in diabetes over the past 20 years. These are the real experts that, well, if they wanted to get into the industry, they could do the heavy lifting of going into it themselves. But they don't want to do that. They want to demand that if you want to get into a particular industry, in this case fitness training, you have to approach the state, give them money, and take classes. This actually tells us something that we can learn about economics. See, licensing is a very clear example of people who want to try to block competition. Politicians use the power of licensing in the state and on the federal level to allow people to give them money to help them get reelected if they'll give them the favor of imposing licensing on a particular industry. This then blocks lower-priced competitors from entering the market and helps secure people who have been in the market for a long time and have wider margins. This also ends up harming consumers because consumers could get something for less with greater competition, and poorer people could actually receive many, many services that they don't. So, licensed manicures, the price stays high. Licensed braiding, the price stays high. Licensed fitness trainers, the price stays high. And all sorts of people who could get the opportunity to better their lives thanks to the competitive process are squeezed out. So, think about this if you happen to see any stories in your state of politicians proposing licensure. Every time one of them gets beaten, they bring it back like a zombie. That muscular zombie of fitness training licensing is going to rise again. For MRC TV, I'm Gardner Goldsmith.